We are back with more APBA baseball and great teams of the past. Today it'll be the 1925 Washington Senators taking on the 1927 Pittsburgh Pirates. This is the first game of the season for the Pirates. They had the bye in week number 1. Senators opened up with a 2-2 record in their first 4 games. So far in week number 2, and this is the final series of week number 2, but so far in week 2, the winning team, well, there has been a winning team in each series. Each series has seen a team win 3 of 4 games. The 1920 Indians over the 1922 Browns, the 1927 Yankees over the 1930 Cardinals, and the 1929 Cubs over the 1919 Cardinals. So Senators and Pirates here, game number 1 of their 4-game series. Both of these teams World Series losers. Senators lost to the Pirates in 1925. The Pirates lost to the Yankees in 1927. Here are the starting lineups for today's game. For the Senators, leading off and playing center field is Earl McNeely. Second baseman is Bucky Harris. The right fielder is Sam Rice. Left fielder and batting cleanup is Goose Goslin. First base is Joe Judge. At third base is Ossie Bluege. Shortstop is Roger Peckinpah. The catcher, Muddy Rule, and the starting pitcher, Stan Kovaleski. For the Pirates, leading off and playing center field, Lloyd Wainer. The left fielder is Clyde Barnhart. In right field is Paul Wainer. Batting cleanup and playing shortstop is Glenn Wright. The third baseman is Pie Traynor. Second baseman is George Grantham. First baseman is Joe Harris. The catcher is Johnny Gooch. And on the mound for the Pirates, Carmen Hill. So here we go. Let's play ball. Earl McNeely leads it off for the Senators. McNeely hit .222 in the first week of play, 4 for 18. Had the Senators' only home run of week number 1. He gets things started, hits the ball well to center, but Lloyd Wainer is going to track it down for out number 1. Bucky Harris to the plate. Harris, 6 for 18, 333 average in week 1. Ground ball on the left side. Pie Traynor takes it at third, throws it over to first for out number 2. Here's Sam Rice, 263 average in week 1. And he will add to his hit total as he lines one into right field for a base hit. So a runner aboard with 2 outs. The cleanup hitter, Goose Goslin, coming to the plate. Goslin, 438 average in week number 1, 7 hits and 16 at-bats. This time, however, he hits a lazy fly ball into left field. Barnhart's under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the first. Pirates coming up to the plate for the first time this season. And it will be Lloyd Wainer leading off. In 1927, Wainer hit .355. It's going to bounce a ground ball towards second base. Bucky Harris comes up with it, throws over to first. 1 away. Clyde Barnhart hit .319 in 1927. Fly ball to the outfield. Earl McNeely is going to track it down for the second out. And now here is Paul Wainer, 380 average in 1927. Ground ball down the left field line. Ossie Bluege is going to make the stop and throw across the field over to first. Put out for number 3. So that's 1 inning, and there's no score here between the 25 Senators and the 27 Pirates. Joe Judge will lead things off. For the Senators, hitting .214. Should mention the Senators had a .288 team batting average in week number 1. That was the best of any of the 8 teams. Unfortunately, a .515 ERA, the worst of any of the 8 teams. So here's Joe Judge, 214 average in week 1, and he will draw a leadoff walk. That'll bring Aussie Bluegee to the plate. Had the lowest average of any Senator in week number 1, just 2 for 15, a 133 average. All right, forgot to check the fielding statistics for these two teams. Pirates will be in the middle. The Senators have a strong defense. So Bluegee, ground ball to third base. Pie Trainer takes it, throws to second, 1 out, but Bluegee speeds down the line. He's safe at first, so 1 out on the fielder's choice. That'll bring to the plate Roger Peckinpah. Peckinpah had a great first week, a league best 533 batting average. He was 8 for 15. And he comes up with 1 out and 1 on. Pops it up behind the plate, and Johnny Gooch will go get it in foul territory, catches it for out number 2. Muddy Rule with 2 outs. Rule 214 average in week 1. And he is hit by the pitch. He'll take first base. Bluegee will move over to second, so runners on first and second for the pitcher, Stan Kovaleski. Kovaleski took a loss in week number 1, but pitched pretty well. 8 2/3 innings, just 2 earned runs for a 2.08 ERA. He comes to the plate, first and second, 2 outs. And Hill strikes him out for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the second, still no score. Glenn Wright leads it off for the Pirates, 281 hitter, 9 home runs in 1927. Fly ball to left, Goose Goslin. Goose Goslin will track it down, and that's out number 1. Here's Pie Trainer, 342 batting average in 1927. Another fly ball, this one to center field, and Earl McNeely will catch it for the second out. And now George Grantham, a 305 hitter. Ground ball right side. Bucky Harris collects it, throws it over to first, and another 1-2-3 inning for Stan Kovaleski. We go to the third, still no score between the Senators and Pirates. Back to the top of the order for the Senators. Earl McNeely leads things off, flew out to open up the game. This time, hits a ground ball to second base. Grantham has it. He throws to first for the first out. Bucky Harris, 0 for 1. And he will bloop one into short left center field. It's going to fall in for a base hit, and the Senators' second hit of the game. Sam Rice had the other hit. He singled in the first inning. This time, though, fly ball, catchable. Lloyd Wainer has it in center for the second out. Goose Goslin's up, flew out in the first inning. He singles into right. Bucky Harris motors his way to third base, and Senators have runners at the corners. Then almost immediately, Goose Goslin steals second base. And so now the Senators have runners on second and third with 2 out, and Joe Judge is the hitter. Judge walked his first plate appearance. Fly ball to center. not deep enough. Lloyd Wayner has it, and the side's retired. So the Senators strand a couple of runners in scoring position, and that'll bring the Pirates back up to the plate in the bottom of the third. Joe Harris will lead things off. Harris, a .326 hitter. Ground ball left side. Peckinpah has it at short. Over to first. One away. There's Johnny Gooch, hit .258 in 1927. Pops him up. Left side. Blue Jays under it at third base. And that's the second out. And here's the pitcher, Carmen Hill. And another pop-up, also on the left side. Blue Jay calls for it. And the side is retired. So Stan Kovaleski, 9 up, 9 down through 3 innings, but we are still scoreless. Blue Jay will lead things off here, 0 for 1 today. Hits it back to the pitcher. Hill's got it. Throws it over to first for out number 1. Here's Peckinpah, as we said, the league's top hitter coming into this week. 0 for 1 today. Ground ball to short. Glenn Wright takes it, throws it over to first for the second out. Here's Muddy Rule, hit by a pitch last time up. He'll hit one into the outfield. It's going to be caught, though, by Lloyd Wayner in center field for the third out. So 1, 2, 3 inning there for Carmen Hill. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Still no score. Back to the top of the order for the Pirates. Lloyd Wayner, 0 for 1. And he is going to collect the first hit of the season for the Pirates as he drives one into right field. It'll fall in there for a base hit. That'll bring Clyde Barnharter up. Ground ball to second. Harris flips it to Peckinpah, covering second base. On to first, but Barnhart beats the throw. So just a fielder's choice and the first out of the inning. Here's Paul Wayner, 0 for 1. Another ground ball to second. Harris, this looks like a double play ball to Peckinpah, over to first, double play. And that is the end of the fourth inning. So the Pirates get their first hit. It's erased by a double play. And we go to the top of the fifth. Still no score. The pitcher, Kovaleski, will lead things off for the Senators. And he will, let's see, the Pirates defense is in the middle. So Kovaleski ground ball to first base, but it's through Joe Harris's legs. And Stan Kovaleski is on base with the E3. Senators are thinking at this point in time, runs might be hard to come by, so McNeely's going to look for the sacrifice. And he gets it down successfully. Hill, the pitcher, picks it up, throws it over to first base. But Kovaleski advances to second. So runner on second, 1 out. Here's Bucky Harris, 1 for 2. Fly ball to center. Wayner has it. Kovaleski's going to have to hold at second base. And that's the second out. Sam Rice is up, 1 for 2. Fly ball to left. Clyde Barnhart's under it, and he drops it. Barnhart drops the fly ball. Kovaleski's going to score. Sam Rice is aboard on the error. So 2 errors by the Pirates this inning, and that is costly as the Senators have taken a 1-0 lead. Here's Goose Goslin, 1 for 2. Hard hit ground ball on the left side. High Trainer comes up with it, though, and he throws over to first for the third out. But thanks to the 2 errors, Washington now leads 1-0 heading to the bottom of the 5th. Glenn Wright will lead things off, 0 for 1. Ground ball on the right side. Bucky Harris comes up with it. Easy throw over to first for the first out. Pie Trainer's 0 for 1. Fly ball, right center. Earl McNeely tracks it down, makes the catch for the second out. Here's George Grantham, 0 for 1. And he is going to line one into right field for a base hit. The Pirates' second hit of the game. They have a runner on with 2 outs. Joe Harris at the plate. Harris 0 for 1. And he pops one up. It's going to drift into foul territory. The catcher, Muddy Rule, will call for it. He will make the catch, and the side is retired. Pirates get their second hit, but nothing comes of it. We go to the top of the 6th, Washington leading 1-0 and coming to the bat. Joe Judge will lead things off, 0 for 1 with a walk. Ground ball up the middle. George Grantham makes the stop. He throws it over to first for out number 1. Aussie Blue Jays 0 for 2. Ground ball to third base. Pie Trainer has it over to first, but it's in the dirt. Joe Harris can't scoop it. Aussie Blue Jay is aboard on yet another Pirate error. Error number 3 today. Here's Roger Peckinpah, 0 for 2. Ground ball to short, and Glenn Wright boots it. Another error. Pirates are just falling apart here, falling all over themselves, trying to make plays. Another 2 consecutive errors, second straight inning with multiple errors. And runners on first and second with 1 out for Muddy Rule. He's 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch. And Rule connects. He drives one into left. It's going to get down for a base hit. They're going to send Aussie Blue Jay, and he will slide in safely. Peckinpah advances to third base, and the Senators lead 2-0 on the Rule hit. So first and third, 1 out. Here's the pitcher, Stan Kovaleski, 0 for 2. And Hill strikes him out for the second out. And now Earl McNeely. Line drive to center field, but right at Lloyd Wainer, and that's the third out. So 2 more errors contribute to Washington's second run of the game. They lead 2-0 heading to the bottom of the 6th. Johnny Gooch leads off for the Pirates. 0 for 1. Hits it to right. Sam Rice, though, will track it down and make the catch for out number 1. Here's the pitcher, Carmen Hill. 0 for 1. Hits it right back up the middle, but Kovaleski stabs it, throws it over to first for the second out. Back to the top of the order. Lloyd Wainer, 1 for 2. And he is now 2 for 3 as he sends one into right center field. He's got a single. 2 outs, runner on for the Pirates. Here is Clyde Barnhart, 0 for 2 today. And he pops it up. It drifts back behind the plate. Muddy Rule, the catcher, calls for it. And that's out number 3. So we head to the 7th. Stan Kovaleski has a gem going. He's only given up 3 hits in the 6 innings. Washington up 2-0. Bucky Harris will lead things off. He's 1 for 3 today. Ground ball left side. Pie Traynor has it. This time he makes the play. 1 down. Sam Rice is 1 for 3. Fly ball down the right field line, but catchable. Paul Wainer goes and gets it. That's the second out. Here's Goose Goslin, 1 for 3. Comebacker to the pitcher. Carmen Hill knocks it down, picks it up, throws over to first. He's got a 1-2-3 inning. 7th inning stretch. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Still 2-0 Senators. Pirates coming to the plate. Paul Wainer's 0 for 2. Ground ball, right side. It's going to find the hole into right field. Leadoff base hit for Paul Wainer in the 7th. So Glenn Wright comes up. He's 0 for 2. His ball is going to be lined into right field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Sam Rice will have to chase down. Paul Wainer's going to make it to third base. And Pirates have something going here. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Pie Traynor coming to the plate. Pittsburgh's actually got more hits than the Senators now. 5-4. So Traynor 0 for 2. All right, before I look at the result, we're playing close or deep. We are going to play deep with the 2-run lead. So ground ball to second. Harris takes it, flips it to Peckinpah, over to first, double play, but Paul Wainer does score on the double play. So save it home, out at second, double play. So it's 2-1, deficit cut in half, but the bases are empty now with 2 outs. Here's George Grantham. Let's see if we can get in the dice box. Grantham hits one hard to center field in the air, but Merle McNeely will catch it for out number 3. So the Pirates score 1 on the double play ball, and it's now 2-1 heading to the top of the 8th. Joe Judge will lead things off, 0 for 2 with a walk. And he draws his second walk of the game. Leadoff runners on base. Aussie Blue Jays 0 for 3. He's going to look to sacrifice Judge over to first. And instead, Hill cannot find the strike zone. Second consecutive walk. And that'll bring up Roger Peckinpah, runners on first and second. And nobody out. Peckinpah's 0 for 3, but again, was the league's top hitter in week number 1. We're going to let him swing away. And that may pay off here as Peckinpah lines one into left field. It's down for a base hit. They're going to send Joe Judge home. He's going to slide in safely, and Ossie Bluegie's going to advance to third base. So Peckinpah comes through with a big hit, restoring the 2-run lead. Washington leads 3-1. And still nobody out. Runners on first and third for Muddy Rule. 1 for 2, was also hit by a pitch. All right, before I look, let's say they're playing in 29. Won't matter on this one. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Bluegee is going to stay put at third base. Hill's only play is to first, so gets the first out. Bluegee is going to stay at third, and Peckinpah is going to advance from first to second. So that'll bring up this pitcher, Stan Kovaleski, with runners on second and third and 1 out. Kovaleski's 0 for 3, has struck out twice. And he is going to strike out a third time, and that's the second out. So the Senators have scored once. Runners on second and third, 2 outs for Earl McNeely. He is 0 for 3 with a sacrifice bunt. And he cannot add to the lead at all. Hits a fly ball to center field that Lloyd Wainer will catch for out number 3, but the Peckinpah hit does restore the 2-run lead, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Washington Senators lead the Pittsburgh Pirates 3-1. Joe Harris to lead things off in bottom of the 8th. He's 0 for 2. Ground ball to short. Peckinpah has it over to first, but he overthrows the first baseman. That will be an E6, and the leadoff runner is on first base. So Johnny Gooch will come to the plate. He's 0 for 2. And Joe Harris, well, if he was anything but slow, he would have stole second base, but Joe Harris is slow, so no steal there. We re-roll. Gooch hits one to right field. Catchable. Sam Rice has it for the first out. All right, Carmen Hill, the pitcher, coming to the plate. He's pitched pretty well. I think only one of his 3 runs has been earned. But in this situation, we're going to pinch hit, and Kiki Kyler will be the pinch hitter, runner on first and 1 out. Kyler, a 309 hitter in 1927. Kyler hits it up the middle. Kovaleski's able to knock it down, though. His only play is to first. He does get the out. Harris advances to second base. So back to the top of the order. Here's Lloyd Wainer, 2 for 3 today. Runner in scoring position with 2 outs. And Wainer is going to hit a ball hard on the left to the left side, but Ossie Bluegee is going to stab it. He's going to make a stab. He's going to catch it and throw it over to first for the third out. So well hit ball, but well defended by the third baseman. And that ends the 8th inning. We go to the 9th. The Pirates are going to need a new pitcher since we pinch hit for Hill. All right, they don't have a great pen, so we'll go with their best reliever, John Miliush. So Miliush in to face Bucky Harris, the 2-3-4 hitters here in the 9th. Harris 1 for 4. And Miliush sets him down on strikes for the first out. Here's Sam Rice, 1 for 4. Rice drives one into center field, but Lloyd Wainer goes back and makes the catch. Out number 2. Here's Goose Goslin, 1 for 4 today. And Miliush doesn't give him anything good to hit and eventually walks Goslin. So that'll put a runner on first with 2 outs for Joe Judge. Judge is 0 for 2 with a pair of walks. And Judge is going to give this one a ride as we roll on his second column. And Joe Judge, drive to right center field. It is to back. It is to the wall. It is gone. Joe Judge, 2-run home run. And now the Senators lead 5-1. It's just the second home run of the season for the Senators, and Judge's first. Here's Aussie Bluegee, 0 for 3 with a walk. And Mildew strikes him out for the final out. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Washington now leads 5-1. Stan Kovaleski's been very good, just 1 run and 5 hits in the first 8 innings. He will look to finish this one off. Clyde Barnhart's 0 for 3. And he will get things started, though, with a base hit. So Pirates have a runner on, nobody out for Paul Wainer, who is 1 for 3 today. Ground ball on the left side. Bluegee has it. He goes to second. Harris makes the turn over to first. Double play. And the Pirates are down to their last out. Here comes Glenn Wright, 1 for 3. A weak ground ball to the right side. Bucky Harris comes up with it, throws over to Joe Judge, and that is out number 3, and that is the ball game. Our final score from Forbes Field in Pittsburgh: the 1925 Washington Senators 5, the 1927 Pittsburgh Pirates 1. Line score: the Senators 5 runs on 6 hits. They made just 1 error. They left 10 runners on base. The Pirates 1 run on 6 hits. They made 4 costly errors, left just 3 runners on base. Of the Pirates' 6 hits, Lloyd Wainer was the only Pirate to collect 2 hits today. Carmen Hill went 8 innings, gave up 3 runs, but just 1 of them earned. Gave up 5 hits and 3 walks and struck out 3. Mildew pitched the 9th inning, but gave up the 2-run home run. For the Senators, 6 hits by 6 different players. Joe Judge had the 2-run homer in the 9th. Roger Peckinpah had an RBI, as did Muddy Rule. Stan Kovaleski went the distance, improved to 1-1 on the season. 9 innings, 6 hits, no walks, 1 run, it was earned, didn't strike at anybody. But the Washington Senators improved to 3-2 this season. This was the first game of the Pirates season. They drop to 0-1. So that'll be it here from Pittsburgh. Go check out rogersportsgames.com for all the stats, recaps, and everything else from this series and all of Great Teams of the past season too. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and hope to see you next time.